Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 64 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Ottomans. We are gearing up to go to war with Austria. It is something that I'm still a little bit nervous about, mainly because they are now allied with Spain, which they weren't when I was originally planning to attack them. Now chances are we could probably take them all, as France and the Netherlands would come in to help us. However, we've also got to deal with Muscovy as well, and getting all of them involved is a little bit risky. So the Commonwealth, well, they're not involved. Spain have 120,000. Austria have 86,000, so they're already at 200,000. So 200,000 with those guys. France only have 92,000. The Netherlands only have 64,000. Muscovy have 81,000. So just between Spain, Austria, and Muscovy, they have nearly 300,000. So I've still got more troops than the three of them put together. But you know what this game's like for the AI screwing you over. I also don't have an awful lot of money in the bank, so I think what I'm going to do, especially before going on the attack, let's just have a look at our rebel factions. They're relatively low at the moment. So let's go ahead and say we will attack Austria, but we want a little bit of time just to prepare. We'll get some money in the bank first. Oh, and then well, I don't really want to lose that much money, so we're going to take the piety hit, which again, I don't really want to take the piety hit because the extra piety means we do more morale damage. Some Diplo power. We're back in the positives now. We do still have a few cores that we need to do, because we do still have some overextension. If we can make all of that go away, then we will be better off because we won't have as much corruption. Now, missions. We've got Conquer Moldavia. Build a trade company in Jeddah. I'm not even entirely sure that I could do that if I wanted to. Can we actually do this? Where's the trade company button? Oh, it's client state. Can't even remember where the button is to make a trade company. Or is it an actual building? Trade depot. Town hall. Workshop. Great mosque. Oh, trade company is actually just a building. Right, okay. Got an insult against the Papal States. I'm just trying to look for fights that I could take here, potentially, without bringing in a million allies on the opposite side. So we could actually go to war against the Papal State here. Bring in Munster and the Commonwealth. Denmark wouldn't come in. France and the Netherlands would come in on our side. That could actually work out for us, being able to attack the Papal State. But the Papal State and the Commonwealth. Commonwealth have got half of my troops. The Papal State have got 71,000. Or 72,000. So it's still quite a risky one to take. Let's just have a quick look. Military tech was still well ahead of time. Extra land leader maneuver then. And what's the next one that we pick up? The land maintenance modifier. That's not so useful. Reinforced speed is also good, and reduced land attrition is also good. And for finishing that off, extra attrition for enemies. Now, what policies do we have? Because I always forget to check the policies. Let me just pause things up, because lots of stuff's going to be happening there otherwise. So, we can take an extra 5% discipline. We could also go ahead and run the Dissolution Act to get extra tax money and bring the autonomy down, which could be useful. Could also get extra land leader shock. Recover morale speed. Let's run this one for a while, just to get some extra money coming in. Royal marriage offer from Fazan. Yes, let's keep that going. And unpause again. I wish Spain would get involved in something else. If Spain could get involved in a war... They are in a war, but it's not really one that's going to keep them out of the war that we want to start. We have gained a few more provinces now that do need culture converting. They need religiously converting first as well. Let's go ahead and convert you to Turkish. Need 105 Diplo. We're a little bit short there. Request for military access from Muscovy. What's Muscovy up to? Muscovy are at war with the Commonwealth. That's interesting. This could be what we're looking for. Liège wouldn't come in. Muscovy would still come in, even though they're in another war. Now, who are the Commonwealth allied with? Spain and the Papal State. So if we were to go and attack the Papal State now, Commonwealth would still come in. If we could get the Commonwealth out of that fight, that would be really nice for us. We have a fair bit of gold. Let's go ahead and take that mission to build the trade company in Jeddah. This has been nice and easy to do. So that is down there. And we want to build the trade company. Lose some piety and reduced missionary strength. Well, that's not so good. The Commonwealth is sieging out Austria all over the place, which is not good for me. Although, if... So, hang on. So, Austria are actually involved in this war. They're the defender against the Commonwealth. So, this is the Commonwealth-Muscovite border war. So, the Commonwealth must have decided to attack Muscovy. And Austria's coming to defend them. So, Austria's going to get pretty beaten up, which would be really good for me. If we then decide to go and start that war, because hopefully Austria's forces and Muscovy's forces will be really, really dented, which is what we're hoping for here. France not currently in a war, although they are standing with 101k troops all in one province and getting a ton of attrition, because, you know, the AI got at AI. And we were saving money to get our ships upgraded. That is something that I keep forgetting to do. We've got our heavies here. They don't need upgrading. I think for the time being they can be mothballed. We're not really going to be dealing with ships. Spain's ships might be a problem, but I'm not overly concerned with that. The transports will need... transports are already upgraded. So what about the trade fleet? The trade fleet definitely needs some upgrading. We don't have enough money to do all of that just now. Now then, can we actually get gauze converted? No, we don't have enough power to do gauze, which is unfortunate. How much money are we making? 64 ducats a month. That's decent. Now, we are still fabricating on Austria. We'll just take the mercantilism. So, do I want to go ahead and fabricate any claims? I'm tempted to just try and build up the spy network so that when we do go to war with them, we actually have faster siege speed. Obviously, with all this stuff getting sieged out by the Commonwealth, it's not great for us. So, I'm just going to keep checking, see what would happen. See, Muscovy's starting to get into debt, and they're getting war exhaustion. Spain will probably always come in, but Muscovy may end up out of this war. The other option, of course, is to try and declare a war on the Commonwealth. As Spain and the Papal State would still come in. If we decided to declare a war on the Papal State... Yeah, they've still got the Commonwealth that would come in. We should probably keep our eye on the army numbers. The Commonwealth still at 143. Austria still at 82. None of them seem to be losing any huge numbers of forces. What's the bonuses from the Defender of the Faith again? I can never remember. Extra morale. Reduced war exhaustion. Extra missionary. See, the extra morale of armies is nice. But then it's more expensive tech. And speaking of tech... It's going to cost us 6,000 ducats to get rid of that tech penalty. Well, we don't need to take it right away. I don't think our tech is that far off at the moment. The 40% penalty is nasty. But I think we can probably afford to wait a little bit, and the price will go down. Let's go ahead and get the trade fleet upgraded. Because getting the trade fleet upgraded will actually give us more trade power, essentially. See, a lot of these ships are really outdated. A lot of them are. But you're going to go back to getting repaired on any damage. Protecting trade. It's probably going to be in Alexandria, actually. Because we do have a merchant there. So let's get you protecting trade down there for now. How close are we to our naval limit? Actually, we're not terribly far off. So I shouldn't be overly concerned about that. We can have another 30 stack of troops now. And I think we should. Even though I'm trying to save up money. Need 546 ducats to build that army. Well, that's fine. We also want to make sure that we save up enough military power so that we can afford to get ourselves the full number of commanders. And we've just lost a great advisor, so that costs us even more money. I think we just stick with a level 1 guy for now. Although we are trying to do a, you know, a monthly increase. We're actually going down there. We could just go and get the level 3 guy, I suppose. We're probably going to have to, just to stay in positive Diplo, because we're trying to integrate Fazan, which is taking forever. And we've lost another great advisor. So the game clearly doesn't want me to have money. Let's just go for the tax then. We've still got coring that we need to do. Let's get these expensive ones done first. And we can take our next idea, which is land maintenance modifier. That should save us money. So if we look at the moment, I mean, we're not at full maintenance anyway, but we're currently paying army maintenance. So we save about 7 ducats at this rate. At full, we'd save over 10 ducats. So that's decent enough. So we'll go ahead and take that. It'll make our coffers grow even more quickly. Looks like Austria are managing to unsiege some of their stuff. Good for them. Let's just go and do the rounds again. No, Commonwealth would still protect the Papal States. Muscovy would no longer come in and protect Austria. Right, this is what we're waiting for then. Let's go ahead and get that army maintenance up to full. We will gain the piety, so we've got that extra morale. Now, we are still making a fair bit of money. Can't quite afford all of the generals that we'd like to get here, though. That's the only downside at the moment. Let's go ahead and bring you up close to the front. Now, we've got 230 stacks over here. I think you might be better off up here. This is where I'm expecting to see Muscovy try and attack from. I expect Muscovy to try and come in through Crimea. So, let's go ahead and make sure that we have that other 30 stack under construction. So you guys can all go and form up there. We still need to get some of these cores. And what I'd like to do, we could, well, we can't afford Defender of the Faith now, but we could go and add this for the extra 5% discipline, and I think we're going to. Now, do we want to take this one as well? We haven't finished defensive ideas, which we need for that one. You get the extra land leader shock, which could be useful. Let's do it. We need to save up for some commanders, some generals. So, recruiting a general. Hey, you're not bad. Let's recruit another one. You're decent as well. We've only got one guy with siege. We could do with a few more. See, Commonwealth is still down here getting involved in stuff. Let's go make sure you've got a leader assigned. Let's go make sure that you've got a leader assigned. I don't know where that other leader was. What's going on here? Leader, leader, leader. There's 3 leaders there. Lose 100 Diplo or lose a stability. Neither of them are particularly great. So we are going to need to get involved down here rather quickly. I think I will unmothball the heavies just in case we need to deal with Spain. Still got some provincial unrest. Still making money. That's fine. We are gaining a force down. We might need to get ourselves a leader over here as well. Another royal marriage from Fazan. So let's try and get you guys all sort of put together. We can actually get another leader now. I'm going to click on the army. So let's get ourselves another general. You're fairly mundane, but you'll do the job. So, we also want to have some of these forts on. So, turn that one on. Turn that one on. And turn that one on. Oh, and this one. So we'll put those forts on. We'll take the extra mission strength. The tech cost is going to be pretty high anyway. We'll turn on this fort. Now the question is, do we need any of the ones on around here? Probably not. So we'll let those garrisons build up a little bit more. We'll go and just keep getting these done as and when we can. We are still making money. As soon as we start having to reinforce armies, though, it's going to get a little bit expensive. So if we were to declare war now, Muscovy would still not help you. Definitely want to call in France and the Netherlands. We want to take Crane, which is our important one. Do we want to take Defender of the Faith? I think as we're about to go to war, it might be worth doing it for that extra morale of armies. So let's go ahead. We'll take Defender of the Faith. We're going to pause up right there before anything nasty happens and we get called into any wars that we don't want to be called into. We are going to go and declare our war on Austria to take Crane. We're going to call in the Netherlands and France. Off we go. We are at war. So let's go ahead and get some of these men into position. Austria do have some men around. It's kind of my plan to just try and take as much as I can as quickly as I can. We do have some Spanish ships. Won one battle there. So we're repairing up the heavy fleet. You guys should be alright down here. But we will have to keep our eye on things. There's no point trying to take that province because it's currently controlled by the Commonwealth. So let's get you over here. So we are already starting to grab some of these provinces. Now I am playing on speed 3. So I still have to be careful. I'm going to be sort of like pausing in places. And I want to try and take stuff from them as quickly as possible. I don't want this to be a long war. The longer this war goes on, the more chance something bad's going to happen. So we want to try and siege out as much stuff as quickly as we can. Not too sure where... There's a big army up there currently fighting the Netherlands. The Tria's up there as well. So there's a 66 stack coming in. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you've got to go the long way around. That's unfortunate. Let's move you in over there. I mean, I might just try and jump on Austria's army here. You can't get to there, unfortunately. Can get a few stacks into Vienna, but not easily. You're moving in onto that province there. Right, well. If that's the case, let's go ahead and get everybody in here. If we can win a couple of decent battles against Austria. Crimea are coming to help. So let's see how this is going. So we do have superior morale. They've got massive discipline advantage. We do, and they've got a massive tactics advantage as well. However, we had a massive numbers advantage. So let's not have everybody here getting massive amounts of attrition. Let's get some people into Vienna. We've got a double stack there. Let's try and split this army up a little bit as well. We don't want to lose the war goal. So we're going to move you in over there. We do want to try and take this one here. You're going to go down there, are you? You don't have a leader. What I'm tempted to do here is go ahead and make my ruler into a... Oh, you actually got good stats. You go in and try and attack those guys. It's in the marshes, which is a little bit risky. You're going to go back... No, you were thinking about it, weren't you? You thought about it and then you changed your mind. Right, we've... That army's a bust. We've definitely got that fight there. So you're going to run off. Let's remember to keep these going as much as we can. Let's go and take at least one army. Oh, no, you've got to go the long way round. We'll keep you there then. Attrition be damned. So we just need to keep our eye on these armies and where they're going to go. They're force marching around all over the place. Extra discipline. Yes, and we'll take the admin power because then we can go ahead and do another core like that. You're going the long way around. No, we can't move anyone there without having to leave that alone. We've really got to try and take that if we can. Let's go put you up there in the mountains. Now then, what's going on over here? Are we seeing anything? Right, Muscovy's not involved in this war, are they? I completely forgotten. The whole point of that was that we wouldn't have to worry about Muscovy. So let's go ahead and march you guys over here as well. I will leave some of these guys on this side, just in case Austria try and sneak round the back, because they may well do that. We've got that fort. So let's start moving in over here. We've got Crane again. Let's go ahead. Right, you guys there. You go ahead and take that province. We would like to try and take Trent and Tyrol as well, if possible. Not too sure where you guys are heading. Wherever you're heading, I don't really like it. You're sort of heading into my territory. But I'm about to siege out your capital, so that's fine. You march all the way over there to Pest. You're trying to get in from behind here, are you? You just stop right there. You can move over to there, because that's already being sieged out anyway. So at the moment, it's about trying to predict where their forces are going and seeing if we can actually get the jump on them. I'm quite happy to let them unsiege bits that are being sieged out by the Commonwealth, because that means we can siege them ourselves. I'm definitely not going to let them siege stuff that... We'll wait till they're locked in. In fact, there's at least one army already locked in there. And we've got one group over here. So you can move in. They are trying to reinforce, but we've got big numbers. Take the missionary strength again. Right, are you going to get to reinforce that? You are. You've thrown a lot of numbers in there. You can go away. Oh, don't give them good rolls. Right, we did actually manage to win that battle. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. But we did anyway. Now we're getting a massive amount of attrition there. Let's move at least one army into Pest. We need to start grabbing these as quickly as we can. You've got to go a really long way round, so just start grabbing some of these inner provinces where possible. You guys are standing in Ostermark. Can't really get there. So let's move one into this province here. And we've got another conversion we can do as well. Still might be getting some uprisings if we're not careful, so we've got to keep our eye on things. Right, any hostile sieges? Let's just have a quick look down there and make sure there aren't any going on. Sieges. No hostile sieges, which is good. However, we've gone over the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.